For today's edition of Your Health Matters, we're here at Overland Park Regional Medical Center in the pediatric ER with Dr. Gabe Schiffman, who's a pediatric ER doctor here. Dr. Gabe, tell me about what's going on here and what room we are in here at the ER.
So we are in room 7. It's one of our larger rooms. It's set up to take care of multiple children. So if 2 kids, 3 kids come in with multiple complaints, we can see them in one room. Also, if there is a parent and child injury, they can come in here. We can keep them together, which kind of makes it nice for the families.
Now, we're talking to you today about specifically injuries related to texting while driving or distracted driving, because that's something that a lot of people think about with adults. But you see people in this room often, or in this part of the hospital, young people who are injured because of distracted while driving when they weren't the ones driving. What kind of injuries do you see whenever people are coming in here from those kinds of situations where it's a distracted driving related injury?
They're varied. It all depends on the context of the injury, the speed of the vehicle. It could be just a minor fender bender where they have no injuries at all, but they're just for a medical screening. It could be all the way to a major trauma that relates to that and causes death. I think that a lot of families, when I do ask the question, was there a phone involved, and they say yes, then there is that aha moment, like, this might have been prevented had I not been with that phone. It is more hazardous to text and drive than drink and drive. And you think about it, it's more that when you're drinking and driving, yes, you are impaired, and that's not obviously recommended, but you're at least looking at the road. When you are texting and driving, you're looking down and not even looking at the cars in front of you. So that's a much higher risk of injury and death.
So we came outside too, doctor, because talking about texting and driving and distracted driving, like a lot of things, it's a learned behavior, and there are things that moms and dads can do to help make sure their kids don't ever have this problem.
Right. So a lot of people think that distracted driving is just texting or looking at news or something else. It's not. It's talking on the phone can be distracting. There's many states that don't allow talking on the phone while driving. We are not one of them, but so talking in the car with your kids on the phone may be, may appear to be that it's acceptable, it's okay, and it's not. So the best thing to do is to put your phone away. Don't have phone conversations when the kids are in the car, because it is a learned behavior. So if they're seeing mom and dad do it, then they think that it's acceptable to do it as they grow up.
So you can put your phone in the glove compartment, you can put it down someplace.
Correct. And
But don't do the one hand on the wheel, one hand on the phone kind of thing.
I'd recommend moving it away from your person. So in the glove box, if you do have a passenger, give it to the passenger so they can check in on the texts and the phone calls if they need to. There's options on the phone that have a do not disturb while driving. It's a great option. So and if you activate that, anytime that your phone senses you're moving in the vehicle, it disarms all incoming texts, phone calls, that kind of stuff.
Well, if my wife is watching, she's saying, Taylor, you do this too. So maybe in the future I will. For Your Health Matters, I'm Taylor Himnes, 41 Action News.